Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with another video. Today we'll be demonstrating the challenge reset.
So if you're already resetting the challenge without any problems, you don't need to watch this. It still works. It's still a great way for farming power credits. It is still meant for the current challenge, not to bring back old expired challenges. It is still for Android, and we still have never had any accounts suspended for this. And we've had tutorials up for a while, but it seems like the same questions pop up, and newer players are having trouble finding the instructions because they're searching using the name of the latest challenge character, or maybe they get confused when they see it done on an older challenge. So we're doing this again with the current challenge.
Yeah, after the demonstration we will get into some possible solutions if you can't get it to work, and we'll talk a little bit about the reasons for resetting the challenge.
So you can see here that we've completed the challenge at Nightmare difficulty, which means we shouldn't be able to play anymore for copies of the challenge character. First step is to start Injustice from a clean start. So we close Injustice and swipe it out of our list and start up again from scratch. Now, the reason why it's so good for power credit farming, excuse me, is the value of the prizes for completing ladders in the challenge, plus the challenge character itself. So not only do you save on the cost of promoting character, but even if your challenge character is Elite 7, you can sell it back for a good amount of power credits.
Yeah, the next best place to grind would be Bonus Battle 6, but the challenge is much easier and you can use lower level characters to complete it. But on the other hand, it's way worse for XP. So you also need to take that into consideration.
The challenge.
Yeah. To determine how you want to grind. And even though we're resetting it after completing Nightmare difficulty, you can do it at any difficulty. That means if you can only do normal, you can do it after completing normal, and then do that over and over again. And even if you're so new that you can't complete normal, you can just do as much as you can and then reset your progress and just keep grinding for credits, as well as the ladder rewards for like the first couple ladders.
Right. Alright, so since we've got a little bit of time while we're waiting for it to load, we're just going to go through some of the troubleshooting, and we're going to do it at each of the load times. So there's 4 things to consider if it's not working for you, right? Number 1, the order of the steps matters a lot. So when you're changing the date in either direction, you need to be disconnected from the internet. If you change the date and then disconnected, or you reconnected before changing the date back, you'll have problems. So make sure you're following steps all in the right order.
Yeah.
Number 2, timing matters a lot. So there's a part up ahead where we're going to say wait for 60 seconds. You need to wait for a full 60 seconds. If you're not sure, wait a little longer, but you definitely don't need to wait longer than 2 minutes. Oh, we're back. Alright, it's finished loading. Now this is not the wait 60 seconds part. We need to wait, but instead of a specific amount of time, we take a look at the gears and wait for the pictures to populate, and that's enough time. This is quicker for faster devices and longer for slower devices.
Yeah, so as soon as the row ends, we know the gears have...
Go back to the main page, right. Now minimize Injustice and go to your system settings. Disconnect from the internet. Airplane mode if you're on data. Turn off Wi-Fi if your device connects by Wi-Fi. Next, change the date so that it's past the scheduled end of the challenge. Don't go too far, and we'll get into the reasons later. And then go back into Injustice.
Yeah, and this is when you need to wait a full 60 seconds, as you can see on the screen. This is not approximate. This is not almost. This is like setting your watch, full 60 seconds, like full. Do not go into the store, because if you go into the store at this point or any point when your time shifted, it will mess up your discount gold pack clock, and you won't start getting new discount gold packs until after the time shifted date, which is after the challenge is over. At this point, that's what you set it to. Even if you know this, it is very easy to accidentally do, which is why we strongly recommend not going too far into the future. Barely past the challenge end is best if you can manage it and it's not too hard to swap to that day.
Yeah, that way if you make a mistake, you don't need to wait too long before your discount packs come back.
Yeah.
Alright, so while we're waiting for 60 seconds, getting back into the... 60 seconds almost up.
Okay, there we go. So that's the full 60 seconds. So now we want to go back into the challenge. It used to say you get 25 challenge credits. Now it just says expired. But you're going to go back into your system settings, change the date to today, reconnect to the internet, go back to an Injustice, and now is when you click confirm.
Alright, there you go.
The progress is reset. And so just talking about those last two out of the 4 things that we're going to talk about.
Right.
Step 3 is get a better internet connection. This method does require a good and a stable, importantly too, internet connection to the Warner Brothers servers, which means if the servers are down, this won't work. But if your Wi-Fi or data are weak and spotty, it also will not work.
And so the last potential solution, troubleshooting for people who can't get it to work. Number 4, as a last resort, some people have reported that after everything else has failed, they were able to get things working by clearing the cache for injustice or by clearing app data. We don't recommend this unless you use a third-party app to back up your app data, because we've heard too many horror stories about people's Warner Brothers server save being corrupted and then losing a huge amount of progress.
But there we go. That's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Komoda.